welcome to Restored by Polish, where we talk about how polish helps us with our overall mental and physical well-being. I'm Krista.
I'm Jacqueline.
And we're going to talk about, what are we doing today? I don't even know.
Bottle shapes.
Bottle shapes, okay, thank you. So
the thing that I'm interested in.
I know, so this was a Topic Tuesday that we missed, and forgot to turn my phone off. And Jacqueline was really excited about this one, so I knew we had to go back and do it because it's not about actual polish, it's about what the polish comes in, which is fascinating.
I love packaging.
I know, she gets, I mean, it's not even just bottles, it's like she gets excited about like bags and boxes and
everything that I put all my products in.
Yeah,
it's exciting to me.
Yeah,
I actually get a catalog and it shows all the different bottles in it. And I probably like you look at nail polish online, I study the catalog.
Yeah. And
I want to just order samples because I think they're cool.
Right, yeah. So, and she thinks I'm weird. So, that's even more weird, I think, so.
I call it my crack magazine.
You know so I am with all my hundreds of websites that I have bookmarked on my site for polish. The thing that I thought was really crazy about this was I was like, oh, I'll probably have like 1 or 2 different types of bottle shapes, but oh my goodness, I didn't even bring them all. So I think we're just going to talk about the ones that I think are the most different, and then ones that like I really don't like, or
that would be good for me to know.
Exactly, that's true. As makers,
the ones
just
you don't
to know
like.
The ones that are uncomfortable to hold, or just uncomfortable because of the neck shape or whatever.
Right.
So I think it's actually an interesting topic to talk about.
It is.
So
I'm excited.
Even though it's not really as good as polish.
Well, there's polish in them.
There is polish in them, so there's that. All right, let's take a look. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is things that I don't like about bottles. And in this case, it's not that I really hate these bottle shapes from Essie. It's that there's all different kinds, right? So you have like, you know, one brand that's using different bottle shapes. And I think Amanda, the nail polish hound, had talked about that with Sally Hansen, but there's several brands that do that. So that's kind of annoying because when you put them together, like those of us who are collectors, they don't you have to keep them like in subcategories, I guess, because of the bottle shapes. But it's not that I hate the bottle shape. Like I do like the Gel Couture line. I mean, I think it's kind of cool that it's twisty like that. I mean, it does look really cool. And it is easy to recognize them. So, you know that the tall skinny ones are the Essie Expressi line. So,
well, what would be better then? Would it be better to just have different colored lids, or how would you?
Yeah, maybe that would be better. I mean, if you find a bottle shape you like, maybe it would be easier just to identify it based on like maybe a sticker or a different color on the front or something.
Because I
like
understand
that,
from like a maker/manufacturer point of view that you want to differentiate your products within a product line. I understand.
That's true. That's true, and I do get that. It's annoying when you're trying to like line everything.
I mean,
up
I get it
they
too.
don't fit,
I try to just change the color of the label or something to change mine when I do. Like.
Right, exactly. So that then you know, right?
Right?
Although if you're looking at it from on top, you know, like in my drawers, I might not notice like the sticker. Of the
right.
Different.
I didn't mean nail polish. I meant other products.
Oh, sure.
That I do different color, like the men's deodorant and women's deodorant have a different color label.
Right, so that you can differentiate.
But the same container.
The same thing with LA Colors. They do the same thing, right? Depending on what line that you.
Well, they have a bunch of different bottles.
They have a bunch, and I don't even think I have all of them. I just took a selection of them, so they have.
And those aren't even remotely similar. These are at least both square.
Well, that's true. These are just they're different. And one thing I like in this LA Color one that I can't stand is when the cap is actually the brush.
Yeah, that's like my old bottles, and I hate that.
Yeah, too. It's just really hard. It's chunky. It gets in the way. I don't know. I don't like that.
It's hard to see around them. I noticed.
It's
hard to see your
right,
nails.
Exactly, because it's like it blocks your view. Yeah. Mm-hmm. This is their new line, this Quick Color one, and it's the same way, I believe. So where the cap is, only this one I feel like it's a little easier to hold because of the kind of like the indentation there is a little easier.
But again, hard to see when you're
It's not as bad as the square one though, but I haven't tried this yet, like in a nanny, like use it yet. So maybe that's to be determined whether or not I like that kind of cap on there. Although I know we're talking about bottle shapes, not really caps, but I think they all go together. Okay, so then let's just talk about ones that I absolutely hate. Okay, my number one thing I absolutely hate about bottles is when they do this. When they have the cap in there. It's not so much, I guess, again, the shape. I just don't like caps on bottles. Like that to me, it's just awkward. It's awkward to hold it. I don't know. It just, to me, I hate that. I hate when.
Well, and I've noticed too that like on these that have the really short, because I have a really short on the inside, the holder, it's hard to hold the
little holder, right? Yeah, it's hard to do. It's hard to manipulate the brush.
Pretty tiny.
And again, I guess maybe we're being picky and we're talking not so much bottle shape as we are, but I mean, I think it all goes together when you're talking about that. I just don't particularly like when
I actually like the way these look, but I don't like the functionality of them.
Exactly, and I think that's important, right? I mean, it's important to look good, but it's also important for it to be functional, I think. So, all right. So beyond that, let's just talk about some general other like quirky type shapes. So, Deborah Lippner, what do you think? I'm gonna let you go. What do you think?
It's a pretty unique bottle, but I think that I don't really love it. It looks a little, I think this needs to be longer to make it look.
It looks squatty.
It looks too squatty.
It looks too squatty, okay.
I think that the top needs to be a little bit longer.
True. I do like the little detail around here at the bottom, but yeah, you're probably right. I hadn't thought about that before. Okay, what about this?
My favorite is the cube.
The cubes.
I love the cube. I would be doing the cubes, but they're very expensive.
Yeah. And I can say that all my polishes that are in a cube like that are definitely.
The bottle will cost
I pay a little bit more for those for sure. So
I really love the cubes.
Yeah. And they're more in them. They're 15 mils, which is another reason why you're spending more. You know, you're getting a little bit more in there. Good. This is one I haven't even tried yet. Black Dahlia.
That's pretty cool.
That is really unique, right? In fact, I don't think I've ever seen anybody else use.
Where is that from?
She's in Texas.
Oh, wow. Really?
Yes.
So that's a bottle that's from the U.S.?
Yeah,
maybe?
you were thinking it was going to be international.
I know, because I feel like I've seen every bottle that exists.
Right. And it's 14 milliliters, so I mean, you're getting a lot in there. So I haven't worn this one yet, and this is my very first Black Dahlia. I'm guessing that it might be a little tricky when you have such a, oops, sorry, I didn't mean to hit the camera there, such a long stem brush in there, because that's what happens when you have a really long bottle. You have to have a long stem, right, so that you can get the polish at the bottom. Again, to be determined. I haven't tried it yet, so I don't know how hard it is to work with it. It's definitely not hard to hold, but all right. One of my favorites, but I don't know what you think about it. Ciate.
I like that. You need to put it up straight so they can see the curve. That is pretty darn cool.
Yeah.
I've never seen that before.
That's, this is from London.
That explains.
Yeah, exactly. It's a little different.
A little curved bottle. And then, looks like an expensive bottle.
Oh, Ciate is very expensive, actually. So, and I was lucky enough to snag this one. Again, let's talk about it. My friend who brought me over all the polish, and she let me choose everything that was in her big, she had like bags and bags and bags of them. And so, and I saw those, and I didn't even know what Ciate was at the time, but I'm like, that is such a cool bottle. So I picked up 2 of those, and then I realized that they're actually pretty coveted polishes. So I like that a lot. All right, everybody knows this one.
That one's awesome.
Yeah, from Hot Topic, the skull-shaped bottles. I bought 5. I've yet to try them actually as a polish, so I have no idea, but I bought them solely because of the bottle shape, because I thought it was cool.
They're awesome.
I agree. They're just awesome. I mean, you just, yeah. You can't get any better than that. That's just so fun, for sure. Yeah. Let's see, what do you think about this?
Looks like a bullet.
It does look like a bullet. It looks, I have to say, it looks kind of like a tampon. Yes.
Yeah, that too.
It's again, it's one of those. Cool. It's one of those where I feel like the cap is so chunky that it might be hard. It might be hard to use. It's sleek, right? Because it's all, you know, there's no.
It's pretty cool looking.
Yeah, it's cool looking.
I like that the cap isn't black. That's kind of fun too.
Right, it matches the color, so that's easy when you're looking from above like that. You can go, oh yeah.
I actually prefer the like more matte caps to the shiny though. I like the more. I don't like the shiny caps.
I think it would be really hard for like indie makers to try and do individual.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, you just couldn't. You wouldn't be able to do that.
You have to buy thousands and thousands and thousands to get the color.
How about this one?
I do like that one.
Yeah, we talked about that before. I think this is, for me, the perfect, it's, you know, as far as like, it's not super chunky. I like the length of the cap on it. I like the detail down here. I don't know. This
I like
is one of my
it's
favorite.
square, and I like the lid. The top is really
it's cool and it's comfortable.
Is different.
It's comfortable too.
Looks like that.
Yeah.
Spongy, rubbery.
Yeah, it's not super rubbery though. I mean, I've definitely had polishes that have more. This is a little bit more.
Oh, it's hard.
It's
plastic.
plasticky, yeah. But it's easy to hold because of the texture, so I do like that. And I like that the profile of this isn't quite as wide as the cube. So
it fits better in places.
It fits better in places, yeah.
Well, and I think that the length here is super important for how comfortable it is when you're actually painting your nails.
Absolutely, you're absolutely correct. See what you're picking up now that you've been doing your nails so much? For sure. Which is why I think something like this would be difficult because it's so short.
A little more frustrating.
It's hard to like get good control with it, for sure. So, all right, I have one more that I want to talk about. Dollar Store Kiss Gel.
I'm not a fan of white caps.
Yeah, when we're talking about, the caps
are... It's part of the bottle.
It's part of the bottle,
I
guess, yeah.
I'm not a fan.
Well, I will tell you one thing I hate about these is I have a couple of them that the plastic actually separates from the wand, and so...
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then this part of it it's really kind of cheap, and so it'll crack.
Oh,
sometimes.
That's terrible.
So, yeah, it's horrible. But again, it's Dollar Store. I use it for nail art. The actual bottle shape is interesting because it's concave here, which makes it easy to kind of hold. Yeah, see, it's concave. So I don't know. It's $1, so I guess I can't really complain too much about it. But
wonder where that's being manufactured for $1.
Are you telling me I'm probably getting exposed to some kind of
No, I was just wondering how they can do that for $1.
Well, it's a major corporation, so
and also make money doing it.
Yeah, they
be profitable.
Making so many of them that they're making money off of it. All right, what do you guys like for bottle shapes? Or any of mine here that you absolutely hate that I love, or are there ones that you love that I hated, or that Jacqueline has commented on that you have more comments to make on? You can put those in our comments below. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys in our next video. Bye.
Bye.